Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's session, I have come with a very interesting and a very requested project. This is basically that how to create a canvas. And in this canvas, we have used HTML, we have used CSS, and also JavaScript. This is the canvas which I'm talking about, which is having a white background. We can change a color of our choice. If I want a blue color of text, I can do that. If I want the lines to be increased, maybe as 5 or 10 or whatever you feel like, you can do that and increase the like the width of this line as well. A part of it, you can clear the canvas with the clear canvas option. So let's get started how we can create this project. And for this, I have started already the coding for HTML. If you have seen, I have the basic structure of HTML is ready and we have discussed it so many times, right? So you can just see and can check it out that how I have made it. If you want to explain me the HTML, I'll just go through it a little bit. And if you want more details, do write down in the chat box. So right now here we have the HTML, we have provided the link between my HTML and CSS. We also have provided the link between my HTML and JavaScript because very major today we are going to use JavaScript. We have the body with the class body background so that you can see my body there. A part of it, I have some additional tasks given, which is I have given a text box for how to add text color, how to add width, and also a button. We have already discussed that how the button going to be triggered, how a text box can be made. If you have not seen my previous video, please go through it first. Now let's understand today, which is a very unique thing, which is how I can make a canvas. To make a canvas in HTML, we already have a canvas tag. Okay, so with the canvas tag, I can first give an ID to my canvas, which I'm giving it as my canvas. You can give any name. I'm using my canvas because it's relatable. Again, I suggest the width of the canvas, which I'm going to keep it as 800 for now. And I can also use the height of my canvas, which I'm going to go as 600. Again, you can increase and decrease according to your choice and the height and width that you want to give. If I do so, let's see, you can see the canvas has been made over here. This is what my output page will look like. Okay, so if you have noticed that my canvas is in a white color, why is it so? Let me show you the CSS for it. So in CSS, we have made a separate code for my canvas with the hashtag my canvas. Our major focus is on JS. That's why I'm not showing you how I've done this coding, but just to explain you, I have given a border, given a color, and a body style, which is a rich style. Instead of this, if you do not want a white color, you want a little pinkish color, you can just go ahead with that and you can add a pink color to your project as well. So it will be something looking like this. If you want to go with pink, I think I don't mind to keep it as a pink, it will look good. All right, so now I can go ahead with my JS as my HTML and JS connections has already been made. So I will be going to my JS codes. Now in the JS codes, what I need to do is, first of all, I have to say that I am doing a mouse event here. Now, what kind of event I'm processing? I am doing a lot of events. When I want to draw something, right, on a screen, what I'm doing, I'm keeping my mouse over the canvas. That's the first thing. Let me show you with this one. Like I keep my cursor over the canvas first. Then I select the position from where I have to draw. Then I mouse down. That means we do pen down, right? So here we do mouse down and then we start dragging that particular line and then we leave it there, right? So there are a lot of events which is going to be happened over here and they all are connected to mouse. So that's why for this class, we have to make a event which is called variable mouse event, which I'm going to keep it as empty because in the initial stage, you are not doing any kind of event. It's just a canvas. Now, I also want to identify that from which point till which point you are making a drawing. Like for me, if this is my starting point and this is my ending point, so I have to keep a location track. And to keep a location track, I need a XY coordinates, right? So if you have seen, just to go in a more detailed way, if I inspect this and go to the console, for this project, I have also added XY coordinates to be visible on my console screen. All right. So now when I do this, here we will be going back and can keep a last position of where last position is something like it's going to be always your current position and last position, right? So from where you are starting and where you are ending it, that you have to keep a track of. So I'm using it as position of X, and I give a comma with the last position of, and this time it's Y. So I give two variables over here. After this, I'm going to say that my canvas is a 2D canvas, and I have to take a reference for my canvas. Like I'm not going to do in a simple language, if I say I'm not going to do the work on my existing canvas, instead I make a copy of it, right? So because I'm always clearing my canvas and then making a new drawing on it. So I'm always going to keep a reference for my canvas. For that, I'm making a variable which I'm keeping it as canvas only for avoiding the confusion. And I'm just using it as document dot get element by ID. The ID where I have kept my canvas is actually my canvas only, so I'll use the same. You just need to careful with the names, with the spellings, alphabets, what are you giving, what are you not. Now I'll use the CTX over here to just keep a track that my canvas is a 2D canvas, first of all, and I will use get context for that. And yeah, then I'm going to just say that's a 2D canvas. That's all. So I have added all the things related to my canvas and now start coding for that how the lines are going to be. So first of all, the color of the line, I'm keeping a variable for the color, which by default I will be keeping it as black. The reason to give a color because we also want the colors to be changed, right? Whatever the text box we give it, we want it to be changed. So I give the color accordingly. A part of that, I give the width of line, which I can name it as width of, and then I can say line, right? And which I can say 1 right now. And with this, I can just say that the event for my canvas. Now, this is very important code which I'm going to do, which is canvas dot add event listener. This is event listener in a simple language. If you want to understand, that means the computer, how the computer is to understand that which event you are doing. So it basically, I say that it listens to the event. It's not like that, of course, it doesn't able to hear anything. But the thing is like that, it feels like that whenever you're clicking, computer get a sense of what type of clicking you are doing, and according to that sense, it works. So here we give the event listener that what kind of event listener you want. So I wanted first is a mouse down event listener, right? And I'm going to give a function along with that, which is my mouse down. This is a function name. Now, this function basically will be like the coding we have to do so that how the mouse down event is working, how your drawings are working. So it's just that mouse down. It's not down and dragging because down and dragging will make the drawing for you. So what are the events we have? First, let's discuss this quickly because the events we have to be clear in our mind that we are going to use in this class. So first of all, mouse down event is there. There is a one more option which is mouse down. Now mouse move is one there. Mouse move means you are not, you're just simply dragging your cursor, not doing anything with that, right? But again, it depends on you that how you want to use your mouse down mouse move as, because it's anyways a function name, and what function name you want to give it, that totally depends on you, right? So moving will only not give you the drawing. It's move along with down will give you the drawing. A part of that, we have some more events, like two more events we have, which is one is mouse leave and mouse up. Mouse up, I hope you all know that I'm not drawing anything and my mouse is up, like pen up we say. And we have one more, which is mouse leave. So first I'm defining my mouse down, which is going to be, I am going to define as a function. So let's write it down. So here first I say function. All right, so I just take this here and I'll remove everything from this side. And let's say function. And the name of the function is, right now I'm using my mouse down at the beginning. So I'll use that with a bracket and a curly brackets. Right? So it's basically the event is empty, but when you do mouse down, the event will be filled with mouse down event. So mouse down uh, going to be my event. So here it is mouse event. So I'll use mouse event equals to In double quotes, I'm going to write mouse down. Okay. Now, the very important thing which comes is that mouse move, where you can actually draw something. So I'm going to use canvas, again the same code. So I'm just copying this from here. And I know the video is going to be a little long today, but this project is anyway a little long. So it's okay if it gets time. You can just maybe do a fast forward and can check it out. But yeah, it will take time to understand this. It's not a one-day project kind of thing. So we have to take a function here, and my mouse move is going to be my function name this time. Now curly brackets, and then it's moving my cursor. That means it's moving. That means I have to keep a track from where it started, from where it's end. Like, suppose this is the starting position. Right now it's the current position. Then it's end over here. This becomes my current position, and this becomes my last position. Suppose I drag it more. Now this becomes my last position, and this becomes my current position. So always your current and last positions are switching. Yeah, this is the concept that we are discussing. So we have to keep a track of current position and last position. So how will I do that? I will say current. This is what our variable name I'm giving it to. Current position. I will say of, let's say, mouse underscore x. Okay. And how I'm taking that position, I will say e dot client x minus, now I will be doing offset. Now, why I am doing offset left? Because if I do not do that, if you are not using offset left, it will take the position with a buffer position also. Okay. Right now, you just understand it. It will take some extra positions along with that, which we do not want it. Right. So we have to remove the extra position with the using of offset left. Okay, the same thing I'm going to do with the Y. So I just copy this. You can also copy and paste because coder life is very tough. And if you do not use copy paste, it will be difficult for you to write all the codes one by one. So better you use copy paste wherever needed. And I always prefer that. It's totally fine. It's not a problem. Okay, so we have used the top here. Okay, now what next we are going to do is we have taken the current position X and current position Y. Okay, fine. Now next what? Now I have to also check that it's only not moving. It should also down along with that, right? You press and down, then only you can draw something. So we have to use a if condition here. Now this is a very good thing. You are learning if condition also along with that, right? So if condition, where we will be using mouse event. And in the mouse event, I will check. For checking, I have to use double equals to sign, which I'm going to use mouse down. All right. And then here I can just curly brackets and enter. So I can use here CTX because why? Why I have taken the canvas value inside the CTX now, which is the 2D canvas. So I can only refer my canvas with CTX here, right? So I can use CTX dot. Okay, now I'm drawing something. So what I'm going to write, begin path. That's the function name. It's going to start your drawing. Then I'm going to say CTX dot stroke style, means what kind of color you want when you are stroking. Very important, keep style as capital. Equals to, now the color you already have mentioned, no, it's black color, which is in the variable. So you write that only, color, like this. Okay, now CTX dot the length, line length, which one? Line width, means what kind of width you want. So you can go with line width, right? And this is the same again, you have added here, width of line is the variable name that you have added. So you just go ahead with that. And that's basically all. But yes, we have to also move now. So to move on the canvas itself, so we will say CTX dot, means in the canvas itself, where to move? Move to. So it starts moving, which becomes your last position of X, isn't it? So I will say the XY coordinate X, that where to move? It will move last position of X, comma, last position of Y. Right? Okay. And it's making a line for you. It's making a line for you. So what you are going to write, you will say CTX, because it's making a line on the canvas itself. Line 2, this is again a function name, and where it's going to make a line towards the current position. So towards the current position, it's taking from here. So current position of mouse X, comma, current position of mouse Y. This is basically X and Y. Okay, then only it's going to make a line. And next is I have to now stroke. I got the X position from where I have to start, from where I have till where I have to go. Now stroke. So I have to use the block called, means the code called ctx dot stroke. All right. And this stroke is a function name, so I'll write it in this way. Now, in this entire journey, your last position is continuously changing to your current position. Like last position is changing to current position. This is happening again and again. So I have to do the same thing, that your last position value, always you're getting it from the current position of mouse X. Same you're doing it for Y. Last position of Y becomes the current position of Y. So isn't it that's how it's just changing, right? So with this you can draw your something on canvas, and let's just check this output. So when we check the output over here, so we can see that it's not working. Okay, so we can inspect and check that what is the problem. Definitely it's a big code, there could be some problems. They are saying some problem is there in my mouse move. Okay, so for this, I can see that I have missed out few things. Let's recorrect it. So first of all, I think it should be canvas, because I'm doing the offset on the canvas. So I have to mention it, which I have not here. So I recorrect it. One more thing is that E is not defined, like the client E. So the event was not defined here. So I use E. Now when I check, hopefully it works. Yes, start working. It start drawing things for you. All right. So with this, you can draw anything on the canvas. Right now, if you start drawing, it's just not move. Just keep on cursor and start, moving. So I have not done mouse move and mouse up and mouse leave. So I have to do that also. That when I release my mouse, it should leave and it should not draw anything anymore. So the same thing I have to do here, which is canvas.event, and here I will be using, instead of mouse move, now I'm going to say mouse up. Let's say up, and here also it should be mouse up like this. Then here I'm going to make a function again, which is my mouse up bracket, then curly brackets. Simple, it's very simple. It's just that you have to add on the event that it's a mouse up event, so that it's just not going to draw anything anymore once you are done. So you have to say mouse event. Yeah, there we go. Mouse event is equals to, in double quotes, I will write the event name. So it's mouse up. Now when you release the mouse, you up it, it's not going to draw anything. But when you just press it, it will be drawing the things for you. Okay. Same you can do for mouse leave also. I'll just copy paste the same thing. That means you are moving your cursor out of the canvas. So nothing is going to be happen. That is what we have to say. So I'll just change it to leave. This also I need to change it to leave. And this too. I think the video is getting little bigger now. So I just check the output quickly, and yeah, that works fine. See, when I draw, it just moving my cursor and it stops drawing. Um, if you want that, I will be making another video for the text box, how the colors change, how the width change, and how the button clear change. But I think I will be coming up with the next video for this. If you want some more details, please write down in the comment section. And if you want the source code, please write down in the comment section as well. I will come up with such videos in the next sessions. Please do subscribe to my channel. See you all in the next one.